Hello beautiful creatures, welcome back. Today I have a little bit of a video of some of the books that I've been reading and have recently acquired that I can't put down, and also a sneaky little unboxing video. I'm pretty happy today because I just completed the printing of my major work for 2015, or at least the first edition of it, and I'm really pleased with how all of that went. I've been working really hard this year, so I thought I would treat myself, and just so happened that I treated myself with the tarot deck. So I'm going to show you the books that I found and that I've been reading. So how I came to sort of find or know of these books is through my adopted grandmother, or so we call her, who's actually one of my mother's very close friends. They used to work together for a long time, and she was always around with us kids when we were little, and she kind of, I don't know, she contributed a lot to our childhood, which was really lovely. And I thought of this conversation that we'd had a long time ago, and she was telling me of a series of books that she'd read of priestesses that had sort of telepathic powers, and that this was sort of, and like something about the Akashic records as well, or Akashic records, and that just popped into my head on one day, and I thought I'll just give her a text message and see if she remembers that conversation or that series of books that she talked about. And she did, and she recommended me the Australian author Tracy Harding, who actually lives on the Hawkesbury River. So there you go. And through that I found a couple of her series which are amazing online, and most of them are out of print, surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, but they weren't published that long ago. I think the last book was in 2006 or something like that, I want to say. Anyway, I happened upon this yesterday while all this synchronistic energy was about in the air. At a secondhand bookstore, I found one of Tracy Harding's books called The Dragon Queens, and it's part of her Mystique trilogy, which is specifically about the lineage of like women who are sort of descendant from this mystical bloodline related to, I think, Isis and stuff like that, and they write a whole bunch of diaries of their experiences, and they have sort of psychic telekinetic powers, and they're able to access like the spirit realm, and there's a bit of witchy goodness and like heaps of goddesses and a very sort of feminine vibe to it, but also with a masculine aspect of it. So they're very cool, like pagan fantasy sort of theme. And I started reading, as you can see, this is actually book 2, yesterday, and I couldn't put it down, and I thought I have to find book 1. And there's also, because it's a trilogy, there's book 3, but I found out that book 3 is totally out of print, so I'm hoping that, you know, synchronicities and energies will align themselves so that I may find book 3 somewhere awaiting me in a secondhand bookshop. So book 1 is totally brand new, and it's called The Gene of Isis, and I'm going to finish reading book 2 because I'm really enjoying it so far, and how can you not with a name like The Dragon Queens? But I look forward to reading book 1 as well, because it may explain some of the backstory of some of the other characters. So the story is sort of like a non-linear progression, because you're reading sort of accounts, but they're written in first person, so you're reading an account because the character in the novel is also reading the account. And then it switches back to sort of the future, because it was written obviously in the early 2000s, but it was written to be set in 2017, which is quite funny because it's 2015, and you know, she wasn't too far off, but you know, there are some out there outlandish sort of descriptions, but we'll see. You know, we've still got a couple of years yet until that happens, but I thought that was quite cool as well, reading it in 2015, which seems to be such a year for these types of things to come about in my consciousness. Anyway, so I'm really loving that book so far, and I can't wait to read more of it. And then I thought I would show you guys the new tarot journal that I've had sitting waiting, and I kind of knew that it was going to be something because I acquire journals, or I have a bit of a collection of just blank journals for when you know, I run out of space in one, and I finally ran out of space in my first journal, which is amazing and a little sad and kind of like, Oh, it's been with me for a very long time because I didn't really get into journaling so much until the beginning of this year. But this is my new journal and it's so sparkly and I love it. And I'll just show you the first page because I sort of dedicated it to the fairies because that's the sorts of energies that are going around at the moment. So that's a little fairy confetti and stuff, a little mushroom tape, and I'm really enjoying that so far. I've been using coloured pens in it, which is something I haven't done before, and yeah. So, before I begin my unboxing of my surprise tarot deck, which I am slowly inching towards me, I thought I would tell you how I'm going with the holistic tarot, which is to say that I'm kind of over it because it is so rich with knowledge and facts that I'm finding it really hard now to digest as a book. As a workbook, I'm sure it'd be fantastic, and I sort of did approach it that way when I started reading it, but I actually am engaged in my own studies at the moment, and I don't have time to study her way. You know, you can really tell that this was written by someone who is sort of Queen of Swords minded. Like, she's intellectual, scholarly, to the point, gives you facts, hard facts, rational facts, and bam, there it is. Now learn, kind of thing. And I don't know if maybe that's not really how I respond to stuff so much, so I'm kind of feeling a bit disconnected from it and a bit bored with it. But I'm still gonna try and power through. Like, you know what? I've allowed myself to skip sections of the book that I haven't found, you know, particularly, I won't say useful, but that I haven't found particularly engaging at this time. That I may return to later on. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm going with it at the moment. So I have made quite a bit of progress with that one because I've been skipping stuff. But if you guys have any experiences and you want to offer me some advice on how better to work with it, that isn't the worksheets, because I'm not about to kill off thousands of trees to print out like 200 PDF, I know that's exaggerating, worksheets on how to work with this book when this book is already like 1,000 pages. So I don't want that kind of advice, but if you have a way of getting around this book that may be a bit easier to tackle, please let me know in the comments down below. So enough rambling, because I do like a good ramble. Oh, and since I did this, I may as well show you. This is my wonderful, excuse me, we're getting real close. This is my wonderful crocodile charm that my mum got for me when we were in Darwin this year for my birthday. Where I went there specifically so I could have an experience in the cage of death at Crocosaurus Cove, which is such a fucking dumb name for something, you know? Like, I'm going into this sort of tank so I can have an experience with this amazing prehistoric dinosaur creature, and I did, and they named him Chopper. Like, the creature's 100 years old, and I think he was actually a bit younger than that. I think he was like 90 or something. And they name him Chopper. Like, okay, I get that it pulls in the tourists and stuff, but man, anyway, that was an incredible experience. So I was feeling the very crocodilian energies today because I had to get lots of shit done, so I was like, time to strike. Anyway, that was another little aside. Now, the tarot deck. Dun 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 dun. The Shapeshifter Tarot. I've looked at reviews on Eclectic Net, about this deck, and there aren't many. There are a few, and they actually seem really positive. But I looked at a review on Llewellyn as well, and those were not so positive. People seemed rather confused about this deck. So I'm just gonna try and open it with my nails, which are weaker than paper, so good luck with that. Yeah, so people are kind of confused about this deck, or they were when it came out. It only came out a couple of years ago. This edition is copyright 2012, and I think there was a reprint of it in 2013. I think the original version came with a nice big chunky book, and I think that's what people had gripes about, because it was sort of too much of a mixture of what it wanted to say. Like, it wasn't very clear in what it was trying to get across and how to use the deck. From my understanding, it seems to be sort of Celtic, shamanistic, but also drawing on various other shamanistic traditions. And it just says on the back, it honestly just says, an everyday deck designed for pagans. And I was like, an everyday deck involving shapeshifting designed for pagans. Alright, why not? Let's give it a fucking go, shall we? Sorry, I'm swearing a lot today. I don't really know why. Maybe it's my excitement. I tend to swear when I'm excited. Or annoyed. Or at any time, really. It's a terrible habit. You need to get out of it. Anyway, I can't open this packaging. Do you want to open it for me, please? Somebody lend me their teeth. I'm struggling so much. Oh my god. Hello. Ding, ding, ding. I have a pen, so I can actually use that. Okay, so, and that review was like a bit scathing as well, the one that I read on Llewellyn's website. It sort of said, you know, this is so confused. The publishers weren't sure if they were actually making a deck for Celtic shamans or blah blah blah, and it's totally not a traditional tarot deck because it has 81 cards and blah. And to be honest, like, I love my Tarot of the Sweet Twilight and the decks that I've gotten recently. Like, I just started working with the Shadowscapes Tarot as of yesterday, and I do enjoy them. But I'm getting bored of the straight Rider-Waite knockoff system, like, real quick. Which is why I'm really happy with Tarot of the She, because it's different enough, but same-ish enough. And why I think I'm really going to love this deck, apart from the fact that it also featured a part in my dreams last night. Yes. Anyway, I got the packaging off. Yay! Okay. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I saw the backings of these online. I'm not sure if I'm sold, but you know, sometimes these things look better in real life. So the box just lifts open like these. And it comes with a little white book. Oh, and I do like the backings in real life. Comes with a little white book. I hope it's all in English. It's by Llewellyn Publications. Okay, this has got like keywords, what the traditional card is, because they changed all the names for the major arcana and most of the minor arcana, and I think they switched the two suits around so that fire, the element of fire is associated with swords, but it has the quality of air. So the element of fire is swords, and it has the qualities of like the intellectual and all that kind of stuff. And the element of, what is it? Obviously, the element of swords. I just said that. I'm confused. The element of air would be wands, I guess then. And that has the element of, wait, now I'm getting real confused. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just gonna read it from the thing. Because, anyway, look, they've switched the elements and that's all that matters, and they've changed the names for the major arcana. Okay? Okay. So the little white book doesn't have page numbers. Ooh, but it has spreads. Ooh, I do like the spreads. I'll show you the spreads. So it's got the Standing Stones spread. And I really got this deck because I thought it would be good to explore my past lives and that sort of shaman stuff that I've been getting into really a lot lately. And Finding Animal Helpers spread, which is cool. I've always had dreams that feature talking serpents, so talking snakes and talking cats. So I've always sort of felt tied to that. I did have a very, I've had some really good dreams about wolves and bears as well. Anyway, so, the card names of the major arcana have changed, and they tell you, so the Fool has the traditional card, and what they've changed it to is Initiation, and then the meaning. So I think it's pretty decent. I look forward to reading it, and trying the spreads. So now, onto the cards. Ooh, pretty. So the deck is by, I should have said that, DJ Conway and Serona Knight, and the illustrations are by Lisa Hunt. And I do really like Lisa Hunt's illustrations. I think one of the reasons they reprinted this deck is because the original illustrations were sort of washed out. Or I heard some complaints that they were really washed out. So that could be one of the reasons why. The borders are blue and kind of big, and everyone, well, I don't know, this navy blue is not, like, I'm not so crash hot about navy blue, but I do like the backings. Backings are very Celtic. So that is the backing, and you can probably see that it is very dark blue. So my cardigan is black, and this is definitely blue. Alright, so let's go through some of the cards. So the Fool is initiation, and he's the dragon. That's cool. Oh, and butterflies and apples. There's a lot of symbolism in here. I like it, I like it. The Magician is the Sorcerer. Ooh, and he's got a wolf. This is very Celtic-y in feel. The Sorceress, which is the Priestess card. Oh, I love this one. This is the one that's on the cover as well. That's beautiful. Hopefully you can see it. I know my camera isn't the best quality, but hey, what can you do? I'm doing the best I can, guys. This is, oh, the Empress. She's like a cosmic Pegasus. That's cool. There are a lot of apples in the Major Arcana. Apples from the Tree of Life. That's sort of traditionally, isn't it? The Father, which is the Emperor, which is a very attractive looking horned god stag man. That's cool. That's pretty cool. He's got like an ocelot or something near him too. Greenwood, man of Greenwood. I like that. Knowledge. So I'm guessing this is 5, which is the Hierophant. I don't want to make an idiot of myself because I don't know all the Major Arcana sometimes by number alone, but this looks like the Hierophant because of the elephant, and it's a woman. I like that. And she's sort of divining over her book of knowledge, and there's a pentacle up there, which is cool. Oh, the Lovers. That's a great card. This is almost like 2 phoenixes or something, or a peacock or something. I don't know. That's cool. I love this card. Power. It's a tiger. With the Sphinx in the background. Isn't that mysterious? Isn't that Egyptian-y? I like this one. So that's a little different. Courage, which, what the hell would courage be? Didn't I say that power would be strength? So what is courage? I'm intrigued about this, so intrigued that I'm going to look at the little white book and try and figure it out. So I know that the extra cards come into the Major Arcana, and it says that it's to help your interpretation or to complete your understanding. Oh, okay, so I got it wrong. So power is actually the Chariot. Of course it's the Chariot. 7, and look at them go. And the Sphinx in the background. Okay. And the... yeah, so this is courage is strength. Which is cool. Strength is the woman with a bear. She's very like Aphrodite in feel. I like that. This is unlike any deck that I've ever purchased before, and I'm a bit like, okay, what the fudge? See, I didn't say it that time. The Seer, that's cool. I really like that. This is the most Celtic-y deck that I've ever purchased. So this is the Hermit card. The Circle. Oh, I like the Circle. And that is the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10. Okay. Very cool though. I really like the circle. Nature, which I think is death. Oh no, nature is justice. Justice? Okay, I'm confused. And there are so many apples. Okay, why are there so many apples? Not that I don't like apples. I really need to read the guidebook, I reckon, and then I'll get it. Oh, number 12, the shapeshifter. Oh, I like this one. And this is the hanged man. That's really interesting depiction. 13, rebirth. That's got to be death. Oh, that's cool. I like her. I like her a lot. I think she's got a raven or a crow or something that she's shifted into. She's sort of got like the triple goddess, like Mother Maiden Crone in the moon there behind her. That's really cool. Balance. Balance is cool. Even though I'm not a hugest fan of dolphins, I really like the energy in this card. So balance is temperance. Ooh, this one's cool. This one's really, ooh, this one's a good path working one. And 2 devil cards that I've been drawn to in a row in the decks that I've purchased, and I normally don't like the devil card. Devil card is usually a signifier for me that shit's going down. Like mental shit's going down. So, this is choice, which is the devil, which I really like. This is cool. This is a devil I can get behind. People may think this is like a fluffy deck, but I'm not seeing it in traditional Rider-Waite-Smith terms entirely, so I'm not concerned when they change names and stuff. Oh my god, sorry. Gonna stop myself because the tower is the serpent and she is like a Naja or an Indian cobra. The Naja or the Najini, they are Indian sort of female serpent women spirits, so they've got like the sort of like a Melusine tradition where they have the sort of torso and face of a woman and the rest of the body is a snake. I really like that depiction. That's cool. So this is the tower. I like that. Then we've got the star, which is like weaving the cosmic web. Ariadne, that's cool. I really like that one. I'm going to try and get through these ones a little bit faster. So the moon is the moon, which is cool, and I really like that depiction. And I like that it has both feminine and masculine aspects to it, because normally the moon is associated as a very feminine, mysterious card, which I totally agree with, but I like that there's both in there. The sun is very cool, and phoenixy or griffiny, like a griffin. That's cool. Transcendence. Ooh, so this is judgment. I like this one. A lot of butterfly energy in there. It's super Celtic in feel. I'm not used to so many like white people in my deck. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. So that's judgment, which seems to be a couple. Now we have a couple of non-traditional cards. So we've got the double, which is cool. And it says keywords for this are discernment, subtlety, and shape-shifting. And that's a fox. I like her. I like that card. The journey. Oh, this one's cool. There's a lot going on in here. And it's got cats. That's awesome. Journey is unexpected opportunities and new goals. The dreamer. Ah, out of all of them, this one's beautiful. of the additions to the major arcana. So this is the Dreamer, and it's communication, metamorphosis, continuity, and prophecy. And she is transforming into a swan. I love that one. And then we've got a traditional card that ends the major arcana, which is oneness, or the world, which is really cool. So far the major arcana definitely draws from different spiritual traditions, but they're sort of done in a Celtic-y, pagan-y way. Alright, so the first is, it says air element, and it is 1, which is the 4 winds. So I'm guessing that this is the key word down the bottom. And you see it says up here air element, and then in brackets it has ones. So ones are associated with air, and I think that's what my garble was trying to get out that I couldn't get out before, because my highlight's not sitting on my lap as usually it does. I blame that. I think I just have a tired brain. Anyway, so that is the air element, which is 1, the 4 of winds. And I got really confused because I read that as the 4 of wands, and I was like, why does it start with 4? Is there something I'm missing? Which is cool. So I'm just gonna flick through some of these. Actually, I'll flick, you know what the hell. I tried to look for a review of this online, and one is in Thai, I think, is the review, which I don't understand at all, and I could just see the cards, and the other one is not really, there aren't any reviews, they're just people using the deck. So I'm gonna flick through these, why not? Okay, so that is the Ace of Wands, the 2 of Wands, dragons, ooh, the 3 of Wands, oh, this is pretty, the 4 of Wands, look, he's covering her with his wing, oh, that's cool, oh, I really like this deck now. Seeing that card, I just got like the little internal shivers. 6 of Wands. Cool. 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. So it's interesting that they decided to associate that with air. 9 of Wands. I'm not too disturbed by that, because living in the Southern Hemisphere, honestly, whenever you do anything like cast circle, dedicate certain elements to gods and goddesses, etc., etc., like I live in New South Wales, sort of, so my elemental direction for water is the east, because that's where the ocean lies for me, you know. And Australia is actually just covered in water, so no matter which way we turn, we're actually always sort of facing the ocean, which is quite funny. So I really don't care when they, because I'm not, you know, a die-hard for this elemental association must be this, so I'm keen to see what they have to say about it. Ooh, this one's beautiful. So it's actually like they've retained the same meanings as, so the 10 of Wands, oh no, they've retained the sort of Wands meaning but applied the air element. So then this is the Seeker of Air, which I'm assuming is the Page of Air. Ooh, the Warrior of Air. The God of Air. And the Goddess of Air. So obviously, Page, Knight, King, Queen. Oh, she's beautiful, but this is beautiful. So swords are the fire element. See, it would have been more helpful if they just got rid of the Rider-Waite-Smith little interpretations up there altogether and just put the elemental association. So this is the Ace of Swords, or the fire element, which is amazing. She's being struck by lightning. That's incredible. Yes! Creepy but cool, creepy but real cool. Look, snakes. That's the 2 of Swords. Oh, that's effective. That's the 3 of Swords. Now we're getting into some darkness. Yes. Oh, that's cool. That's the 4 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Ah, cool. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. So I'm really getting pulled into this deck now the more I look at these. 8 of Swords. Yeah, the 9 of Swords. So this is a fire element, but it's like fire and ice. It's like lots of storms and raging lightning. This is amazing. 10 of Swords. And so it has the keywords down the bottom. And here we go, the Seeker of Fire with my favorite flower, the sunflower. Then we have the Warrior of Fire. What's he transforming into? Oh, he's a bear. That's cool. That looks really spectacularly done. God of Fire. Goddess of Fire. I love this. That's cool. So it does have nudity, but they're obviously censored. Like none of the characters have genitalia or nipples. Okay, maybe that's a symptom of being a shapeshifter. Okay, I'll carry on because this video is getting long now. So this is the Ace of Cups. Dolphins, yeah, they're not my favorite. Why don't you put sharks in? Sharks are fucking cool. This is the Two of Cups. I'm confused as to why there is Aslan in the background. Okay. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Seals, that's cool. Aha, yes, I did say it correctly. Guys. Look at my shirt. It's a kraken. Look at this card. It's an octopus. Yeah. The Five of Cups is an octopus. Hell yeah. I'm digging that. Oh, this one's nice. It's the Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. And 10 of Cups. And I think she's turning into a lizard on a rock, which is pretty cool, because I also like lizards. Alright, and so we have the Seeker of Water. The Warrior of Water. Now, I usually go for my significator or signifier card in a tarot deck as the Knight of Cups. So it would be this, and this is pretty spectacular. So pretty happy with that depiction. The God of Water. So there's lots of dragons and stuff here too. Oh, and the Goddess of Water is also a swan. Unless I got that other animal incorrect, but I think I did. But there's another swan. She's beautiful. Okay, now we're on to the last suit. Hang in there, guys. We're almost there. But this one's beautiful anyway. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles. I'm loving that one. The Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. I really like that one. The Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. Dreams of becoming a unicorn. Who doesn't dream of becoming a unicorn? Ooh, the 10th of Pentacles. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Here is my favorite page, I think, so far. Buffalo. Seeker of Earth. It's the Page of Pentacles. Oh, she's cool too. Warrior of Earth. It's the Knight of Pentacles, who is a unicorn. God of Earth, who is a stag. And the Goddess of Earth. So there you go, guys, there's my flick through of this deck. So far I didn't get any massive vibes like I did when I had the Tarot of the She in my hands, like I still do with the Tarot of the She actually. I think I'm going to just go through this deck by myself again and really connect with the imagery and artwork. I think it's more Celtic in vibe than what I'm used to. I don't really have any Celtic-y decks at the moment, as you guys probably know if you've seen my tarot collection video. But I'm looking forward to reading the book and seeing what everything means and getting familiarized with the cards and stuff like that, as usual. So, once again, thank you all for watching and being here on my channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!